this explains Cursor's success to some extent, where you guys are the first people to really take it seriously in quite a while.
Well, I mean,
in general, I will say, and it's not terrible, but I feel like it's interesting to me that we haven't experimented in some sense that much with the paradigm of programming over the past 20 years.
Yes.
And
yes.
many of the things we're discussing here
yes.
are from the 80s or the 70s, there are way more developers obviously now than there ever have been in the past. But in some sense, the aperture of experimentation there feels like it's really not that wide.
Yeah.
And again, the JavaScript ecosystem and a couple of others have done some cool things. And there's been a lot of experimentation at the language level with Rust and Go and everything else. But at the kind of the development environment level, I don't know why it is, but maybe it's just too hard and complicated now, but there's been less than I would have expected. This explains Cursor's success to some extent, where you guys are the first people to really take it seriously in quite a while.
Well, I mean, I think we also benefit a lot from the why now. There's now this great new color to paint with, or set of colors to paint with. I think also there's just a ton of lock-in with programming languages around both the neurons in your head of like, programming languages are kind of complex UI for programmers to define exactly how the computer should function. And so, people learn languages and those, people don't like to learn that many things. And then there's also the lock-in of you have a lot of logic sitting around in one language and you need to maintain that. And I actually think that that's a pretty interesting, or one of our hopes is that as AI programming gets better and better and better, one of the downsides of working on professional applications with hundreds of people dealing with many millions of lines of logic is the weight of the code base really starts to weigh on you.
Yeah.
And so the feeling of being in a net new code base where it's just everything feels effortless goes away, everything's a chore, you have to change one thing here, breaks something else here, and it becomes kind of this big ball of mud. Making that effortless, reducing the kind of weight of an existing set of logic, I think is one of the areas in which AI can make programming better.